Hi, I'm meteorologist Nicholas Herboso. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. We are preparing for our 3 p.m. show, but a little bit before that, we wanted to give you a bit of a live update. We have some things that we're tracking weather-wise, including a little bit of beneficial rain in our area, which is a great thing for us to see, especially since we are dealing with a little bit of a drought right now, drought conditions in our area. And also we're tracking Hurricane Lee. So if you're watching this back, a Hurricane Lee update will be on the back half of this, and we're going to do kind of local weather, local forecast in the beginning of this. So let's talk first local weather, and then we'll talk Hurricane Lee. Of course, Hurricane Lee, no impacts to the Fox 10 viewing area here in Mobile. However, impacts possibly for New England and some of the Canadian Maritime. So that's something that we'll be watching. I want to take you right now to the current temperature. So let's see what's going on across the area. It's hot. It is very hot out there, but it is not terribly hot out there. We're only sitting around 90 degrees. Our average temperature for this time of year is right around 89, and we're pretty much there. So that's a good thing to see. It is feeling just a little bit muggy out there as well. Take a look at our dew points. We are in the 60s and 70s. That's quite muggy. So that does feel a little bit uncomfortable out there, but it's not terrible. Chatham at 75 for our dew point. That does feel quite uncomfortable there. Now, turning our attention to conditions kind of around the area, including the radar as well on the picture, we can see that across the central Gulf Coast right now, we do have some showers and storms. So right now, 90 degrees in Mobile with clouds around, and then of course showers in the vicinity, but not actually raining there. A thunderstorm right now at Evergreen, that temperature has dropped to 75 degrees. Even all the way up in Montgomery, they're dealing with a few showers and storms there. So they are at 76 degrees. Let's take a look at the radar right now. Let's see what we have across the area. So this is the stationary look of the radar, and we can see we have just a few showers and storms around. I'm waiting for my computer to update so I can get to this here. There we go. So we have a few showers and storms around right now, some in southern Jackson County, a few in Baldwin County there, and also some rain, it looks like, in the Mobile area. We're going to zoom into that first. So here's a look at the Mobile area. This is downtown Mobile. This is Mobile County. You can see, I'm going to switch my camera here. You can see on our roads, this is 65 going north, here's 165, and pretty much along I-10, this is just to the east of the 65 and Interstate 10 interchange there, just kind of east of McGowan Park. We have a little bit of rain, so it's raining here at the Fox 10 studios right now, and we just have some scattered downpours around today. Taking a zoom out and looking at southern Mobile County, we have some very spotty showers around, as you can see, just south of I-10 and along I-10. So if you are driving along I-10 this afternoon, of course, you might hit a few showers and storms. And also you can see here in Jackson County another stronger thunder shower here, just north of Pascagoula here along I-10. So that's just kind of what we have right now, just a few showers and storms. Taking back to the wider view once again, we also do have some showers in Baldwin County that we'll take a look at. Some thunder associated with this as well. To get a closer look to our little thunder shower here, this is kind of approaching the Escambia County, Florida line if you were traveling east on I-10. And this looks to be just to the east of the Buc-ee's there along the Beach Express. So a heavier thunder shower there. Moving south, this is in Baldwin County. There's Elsinore right there. We're making our way south along the Beach Express. So along the Beach Express, some showers there. We're now, southern part of your picture is Foley right there. So you can see Foley just right here, Alberta right here, and we do have some more showers there. And shower Alberta south of 98 there, and making our way towards the beaches, we can see that the beaches are doing just fine right now. I want to give you a look at some current conditions across the area right now. So here's Mobile. We can see that we've dealt with a shower there, as we saw on radar, so we do have some puddles in the parking lot there, but overall conditions looking nice. And over the next few hours, we will have the chance for still some spotty thunderstorms as we head into the evening hours. And also, hopefully, any thunderstorms will help to cool us down just a bit, so temperatures should drop into the 70s. Pensacola looking beautiful right now. Conditions there, 90 degrees, just absolutely fantastic. Over the next 5 hours, we can see the chance also for some thunderstorms, and those will also act to cool us down a little bit as we head towards the evening hours if we end up getting a thunderstorm. But right now in Pensacola, it looks like a beautiful, beautiful day down there. Orange Beach camera, that camera should load in a second. Sometimes the Orange Beach camera does take a second to load in. But we're going to take a look at the forecast for you over the next few hours in Orange Beach, and you can see the beach conditions. Yes, you do have the chance for a spotty shower, but the chance is slightly lower right along the coast. So reviewing with our evening planner for today across the area, we all have the chance for a few spotty showers and storms through the evening hours. Then we leave with some clouds around. And if you have evening plans, we have some football games around. We're going to have to keep an eye on the radar. The best way you can do that, Fox 10 weather app, of course. But as we head through the evening hours, we should clear. And then temperatures will drop into the 70s. It shouldn't feel too bad. It'll be a little bit muggy out there this evening. All right, taking a look at the planner for overnight, temperatures dropping a little bit into the lower 70s by the morning hours. It's still going to feel a little bit muggy in the morning, but not too bad. And of course, skies will be clearing throughout the night. Your day planner for your Friday also has the chance of just a few spotty showers and thunderstorms, mostly focused in the afternoon hours. Temperatures will be in the low 90s and then cooling off as we get towards game time. So a lot of our games might start in the 80s, but should drop in temperature for our football games as we go on. Now I wanted to take a look at this. It's the drought monitor for our area, and you can see that red area. That's in some of our Mississippi counties, stretching into Mobile County as well, and also a little chunk of Escambia, Conecuh, and Monroe counties there of the red, and that is extreme drought. Yes, so we have been dealing with a rainfall deficit across our entire area, and it's going to take a long time for this to kind of settle itself. Droughts, and Matt Barentine mentioned this, and he said it really well a few days ago. He said, droughts are a long-term issue. They take a long time to develop and a bit of a long time to go away. So it's not going to take one rain event. And also, these spotty showers aren't going to completely do us what we need. However, it is going to help us in terms of getting a little bit of rain on our lawns. So right now, almost all of the Fox 10 viewing area in at least level 2 or level 1 drought there. That's that kind of tan color, that moderate drought. And then severe drought in parts of the area, and even some parts of the area in extreme drought. What are our rain chances for the next 7 days? Well, thankfully, Friday and Saturday, we do have the chance for some spotty storms out there. Those rain chances look to go away as we head to early next week, and then kind of keeping a very isolated chance, at least kind of in the longer range outlook. I want to give you a look at the futurecast for us, and let's see what we have. So plenty of coverage of showers and storms into this evening, and those should fade. Then as we head towards Friday morning, as I said, overnight tonight, your skies clear. So when you wake up tomorrow morning to mostly sunny skies. And then as we head through the forecast, we have the chance for a few spotty showers to develop. But one interesting thing with this forecast model, you see 6 p.m. and you don't see a lot of green on there. Yeah, this thing has been a little bit more reserved for tomorrow, which may be a good thing for football, but of course we do need a little bit of rain. So this is going to be kind of a wait and see thing for us. We're going to keep our rain chances in our forecast. However, the models are trending just a little bit drier. And of course, skies will clear throughout the evening hours on your Friday, and then kind of a rinse and repeat pattern when we get towards Saturday. Saturday, we're waking up mostly sunny, then chance of just a few afternoon showers and thunderstorms across the area, then those fade in the evening hours. All right, now time to switch gears. We're going to talk tropics here. We do have a few areas that we are watching right now. Here's the big picture in the Atlantic. We have Hurricane Lee, now a Category 1 here. Hurricane Margot, not going to worry about this one. This one's going to stay out in the Atlantic, Category 1 right now. And then we have one area that is pretty much exactly going to follow in the tracks of Lee, at least for the first few days, kind of what Lee previously did, where it's going to be tracking north of the islands here, kind of in the open Atlantic. Now, is it going to do exactly what Lee did? No, most likely not. In fact, it's a little too far out to tell. But it is going to be tracking in that same general direction. We are going to focus on Lee since that is the one that could bring impacts to the United States and, of course, Canada. So right now, an 85-mile-per-hour Category 1 hurricane, speeding up just ever so slightly. It was moving very slow as it was closer towards the Bahamas and the Greater and Lesser Antilles, but now it's beginning to move just a little bit faster. So north at 14 miles per hour, that pressure is still quite low at 957 millibars. And we are expecting this system in the coming days to undergo a bit of a transition. And we're starting to see this happening here. Here's a look at our three-dimensional satellite. And what you may notice is that some of the big, tall thunderstorms represented in the colors here are actually going away, especially on the southern side of the system here. You see a lack of these tall thunderstorms indicated here by the colder cloud tops on the color scale. And you can kind of see the three-dimensional view of it as well there. So this system does still have strong thunderstorms with it, even around its center. So if its center located right here, then just to the north of this, we'll be dealing with showers and thunderstorms, stronger thunderstorms around the center of the storm. Taking a different look at this with the visible satellite imagery, this is essentially what you would see from space, except it's in black and white to make it just a little bit clearer for us. You can see the thunderstorms rotating around the center. It almost looks like in the past couple of frames, and I'm just doing kind of live satellite analysis here, that we're kind of getting a hollowing out of the core of the storm. And that's something that we would expect with a system like this moving into this particular environment. So I'm talking about all these changes. What does it really mean for us? Well, the impacts as this system moves to the north will be generally the same. However, you may notice the dry air moving into the center, that hollowing out. This storm is still expanding. Its wind field is expanding. There's going to be a greater distance that winds will be felt from the center of the storm. That means the impacts of the storm will be a little bit more widespread once this thing gets towards New England. Also, one quick note, you can see all the dry air to its south here. Here's a look at the forecast path for Hurricane Lee. And still weakening, it weakens to equivalent tropical storm strength by the time it gets towards like Nova Scotia, so close to landfall. That landfall timing has gotten a lot better according to our models. So right now, the Hurricane Center forecast, and this is consistent with the models, 9 p.m. on Saturday, so Saturday evening. Something to think about there, Saturday evening. Main landfall for New England. And zooming in where this is shifted very slightly to the east, so to the right here on your screen. So this track has just shifted ever so slightly to the right. That was a bit of a change, but the models have gotten a little bit more consistent in this forecast. But reminder, I mentioned how wide the wind field is. Let's say the system does go in the center of the forecast cone. Your wind field will be very large. It'll expand wide. So areas including Cape Cod, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and then also all the way up to Maine will have the chance for tropical storm force winds with this thing. Another thing that's a bit of a change going on with this thing, it is encountering wind shear. You can see it represented in the deep blue there. So it's going to get kind of spread apart, but that's kind of going to help in expanding the storm just a little bit. The impacts will be a little bit more widespread. And this is with the GFS forecast model. You can see it's very consistent with the National Hurricane Center forecast model where the thing goes to the north, and goes to the north and then turns out to sea. And by the time we're to Monday, we're wrapping up there and there's nothing to think about as that thing moves out to sea. So a quick look at the future cast for us. And as we can see, impacts on Saturday there, and then those fade as we get towards Sunday and Monday. So that's really the story for Lee. That's the timing. I want to give you a look at the Fox 10 area 7-day outlook really quickly. And as we can see, we have the chance for just a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. And we'll keep an eye on Hurricane Lee for our friends out there in New England and the Canadian Maritimes. All right, I'm meteorologist Nicholas Reboso. Thank you for joining us here on this stream. And we will have more coming up on Fox 10 News at 3 p.m.